Hello guys, Adam Newcomb once again, and I've just watched Monday Night Raw, so I'm going to do a little bit of a review on it. So we opened the show with the return of Hulk Hogan, which really didn't give a shit about, didn't care. He came in, he cut a promo, he's glad to be back home, which don't believe, just for the money. Fuck Hulk Hogan, don't give a shit. So then we had some good matches actually. We had a great match with Cesaro versus Big E was quite impressive actually. Man, Cesaro's really great. His in-ring work is amazing. I'm loving watching him every night on Raw or SmackDown. He's such a great wrestler. His strength is freakish. Some good spots in there. I mean, that was a good match. I really enjoyed that. We had a few other matches. There was a women's match. I don't really care. I'm only picking the things that I thought were great, basically. And then we had Roman Reigns versus Bray Wyatt, which was also a great match. Bray Wyatt for me is just so. I mean, they're over, man. They're over big time. And so is Roman Reigns. I mean, and it's really clever what they've done with the Shield because they're not breaking them up yet. It's slowly happening. It's a slow burn, but it's a good, a good thing to do in my view with that. I mean, you've got Roman Reigns, and Dean Ambrose is over as well. I mean, Dean Ambrose is sort of the black sheep at the moment of the Shield. I still think he's the one that's going to break out even more than Roman Reigns. I know at the minute it's not. It's all Roman Reigns, but trust me, things can change. It changed with Batista versus Randy Batista when there was an evolution with Randy. First time Randy didn't work out, so they went with Batista, and Batista worked out. And then after Randy's character got over, and you know, so yeah, their match was fantastic. I really enjoyed it. The Superman punch, I love that move. That is really brutal. I mean, it looks good. It looks good, and he has the best spear in the business. Roman Reigns. It was great. No one won the match because it was like because Dean Ambrose came in and sort of fucked the White family up, and then it was it was a disqualification, so no one actually won that match. But it was really enjoyable, and the crowd love. I mean, you really know who the workers are in the business at the minute because you can see the crowd reactions of people. I mean, they're just into it so bad, so much. And then we had Sheamus versus Christian. This match was so long. It was too long. And poor Christian lost. I like Christian. He's a great wrestler, but they're never going to push him. It's time for him to think about retirement, in my view. It wasn't a bad match, but it was just too long for me. But then the crowning of the jewel of the night was Brock Lesnar came back with Paul Heyman. And the Undertaker comes back. I had goosebumps. I was at the end of my seat when I heard the music. And the Undertaker comes in, and it's like, because we all know that these two are really, in real life, are not exactly good friends. They have a history of, really wanting to have a fight with each other. Or, powership of who's the leader in the locker room, sort of ego. But it was fantastic. Undertaker came down, and Brock Lesnar actually looked pretty scared, which was quite cool. He comes in and they go face to face, and I was like, "Oh, don't do this, Undertaker! Don't speak shit." Then point at the WrestleMania sign. I was like, "No, don't do this to me." And I actually thought it was going that way, and I was like, "Piece of shit." But no, it wasn't. Brock Lesnar was slamming his hand out because there was actually a table set up, and as soon as I saw the table, I knew someone was going to get put through it, guys. I knew it straight away. So basically, Brock Lesnar comes out. I'm skipping ahead, but Brock Lesnar came out and said, look, he wants to be in the main event WrestleMania for the world title. Triple H and Stephanie basically not going to give him that. Paul Heyman did quite a cool promo actually saying, this is how they get you. This is how they fuck you up. And yeah, basically, they gave Brock Lesnar an open invitation contract signing to it. And if anybody wants to wrestle Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, they can come and put the name down. I was thinking, well, once if it was Stone Cold, but yeah, they're dreaming, I know, but it was. But next big thing was the Undertaker. Anyway, the Undertaker comes down, they go face to face, and Brock Lesnar's like, sign. Brock Lesnar signs the contract first, and then fucking, he's slamming, he's going, sign it, Undertaker, sign it. Undertaker just puts the fucking pen through his hand, which I thought, was supposed to be PG, guys, but I was blown away by that because the camera zoomed in on it as well. It wasn't like, I mean, they're lucky to get away with that. I mean, this is PG we're talking about, aren't we? And it was good to see them. If you're going to build a good angle up, let's have some balls, and they did that. So he puts the pen through Brock Lesnar's hand. Lesnar sells it great. He's screaming. It's really funny. And then Taker I mean, this choke slam he gives, I mean, you could see the passion in Taker's eyes. He's been wanting to probably get his hands on Lesnar in real life for probably a long time. But obviously they've been sat down with Triple H, I think they have, and said, look, come on guys, we're going to work together, all aside, bury the hatchet. Undertaker gives him this choke slam, and awesome selling by Lesnar again. People should really appreciate what a good seller Lesnar is. He goes the extra mile. He's like Shawn Michaels. He goes the extra height. He gives extra things that twist, and he gets choke slammed through the table. Undertaker, does the old tongue and the eyes roll back, and then we're all set for that match. We're all set for WrestleMania now. How did Undertaker look? I thought Undertaker looked alright. He looks healthy. I love the new look. It's kind of a new look a little bit, really. He's shaved a little bit more. He looks sort of like a Hellraiser character to me now, more than the Deadman sort of old character. He's like wearing like a pinhead sort of costume. It's really, really cool. The only thing I wish Undertaker would do is get back in the gym, maybe put a little bit of muscle on his arms a little bit, put a little bit of weight on. I mean, I think a lot of people said, oh, he's getting fat, but to me, he looks really, really. There's no steroids in his body, The guy's just pure, normal, So that finished the night, and it was fantastic. I loved it. And there was also, I forgot to say that Del Rio and Batista match, rematch from Elimination Chamber wasn't really good. People are not digging Batista. I like Batista, but it's not working out. I think they need to turn him heel very, very quickly. Very quickly. So yeah. But Raw was okay. The only decent thing was at the end, really. So it was worth waiting for at the end. It's good to see Taker back. I think their match is going to be a good match at WrestleMania. I think they're all going to go out. Will Brock hurt and Taker in some things in it? Maybe. Will Brock Lesnar defeat the Undertaker for the streak? No. No, not this year. But we got Hulk Hogan back. Oof. Big fail for me. Don't give a fuck about that guy. Never was a fan, and now he's back now. Fuck TNA up. Well, TNA was already fucked up anyway, even before he even came. Since Dixie Carter took over. All due respect to Jeff Jarrett, actually, because Jeff Jarrett really made that company what it was in a way, and his father. But TNA won't be around much longer anyway, and I don't give a fucking shit. It's not even an alternative to me. I watch it now and again just to see how bad it is. Curious. But anyway, guys, thank you. Subscribe to me, and if you've got any comments, leave them, and I will catch you later. Bye bye.